Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where this time we're going to be talking about the most important part of Star Wars. And I do mean the most important part of Star Wars, the toys. Now, George Lucas was an absolutely brilliant man because he retained all of the merchandising rights back in the time of the original trilogy, and that decision ultimately made him a lot of money. A lot of money. Because, see, Star Wars in a way is defined by the toys. The toys have been iconic. People have been collecting Star Wars action figures for well over 40 years at this point. Some of those original Kenner figures back in, God, forever ago, they're worth thousands of dollars today, which is absolutely crazy. I remember being a kid when the Phantom Menace came out, and all the main big market stores had just huge displays dedicated to the toys. You had the action figures and the lightsabers, the vehicles, all of the Legos. Like it was insane, and it was a hell of a time to be alive for a Star Wars fan. And it was like that for a majority of the prequel timeline. Like the toys were a big deal, just like they were with the original trilogy. They made so many action figures, so many vehicles, books, comics. Like the tie-in merchandise really defined what this franchise is. And I think a lot of people's true core memories of Star Wars can be tied back to the toys. People today remember what toys they had as a kid. Um, I think kids today are not as into the toys because with the evolution of technology and, video games, other avenues for entertainment, I think people, kids nowadays, they're just not playing with toys like they used to, which is kind of sad because, in the time I grew up and the time my father grew up was a time where your imagination could really run wild. You could spend an entire day just, you know, playing out scenarios with your action figures or building Legos or, whatever it is that you had. And these figures were very affordable back then too. The a 3 3/4 inch figure now is about what, like $15 or $16. Those figures were like $4 and $5 when I was growing up. So it's definitely a different time, but I think people's memories of the toys have definitely played a part in people's overall love of Star Wars. I love seeing people going back and getting things that they had when they were a kid and kind of reliving that experience because those things do mean a lot to people. They definitely mean a lot to me. I've collected, Star Wars merchandise my entire life. Currently, I collect Star Wars Black Series, and it's definitely been a journey. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say in this video is that appreciate your toys if you have them. If you're not into collecting, that's perfectly fine, but definitely consider the impact that the toy industry had on making Star Wars what it is today. I do not think the franchise would be as big as it is without all of that tie-in merchandise. I think that definitely defined an entire couple of generations. So in closing, I'm just going to say that Star Wars, yes, it's great characters, yes, it's a great story, and yes, we love the universe. But let's all appreciate the fact that they went as hard with the marketing as they did because they've made a lot of great pieces over the years. I'm excited to continue to collect when I can. Go back and get things that, I grew up with. I remember the first figures I played with were those old cheesy Power of the Force, the big, bulky Luke Skywalker. So, yep, that's pretty much all I got. I just kind of wanted to talk about that and what it means to me. Please share your own stories of, Star Wars toy hunting or, your collections and things that you guys have experienced. I love to read that kind of stuff. I'll respond to it. Like the video, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's highly appreciated. And yeah, let's blow up that like button and go home.